Hello, good morning. Welcome to New Forest Morphs. Mandy, my wife's joining me today. Jazz on holiday, and we've got clutch number 27 that's hit the ground. And this is Phoebe, who is our Russo Fire 50% het pied girl. She went to Wizzy, who is our yellow belly pied boy. We're trying to prove her out, and we want to get Russo into the pyre. So Russo Fire yellow belly pieds would be the best we can hit. And if you have a look at the Russo pieds, they are absolutely stunning. So let's see whether we can have a look at the boy first, which is the father. He's a first time daddy, so I'm just going to see, I think he's down here, Mandy. We'll have a quick look at him. So we bred him 3 years ago, and you can see that he's carrying the yellow belly in there. So locked about 3 times, so no problems locking. So it was nice to get Wizzy whirling. And then Phoebe is over here, so I'll bring her out and then you can see her and we'll have a go at lifting her. I think she's only given us a couple of eggs. She did lay 1 slug 2 days ago, so I knew she was going to lay, but my prediction was the 22nd of May 24 and today's the 23rd, so my prediction from the pre-lay shed was absolutely within a day or two, pretty spot on. So let's have a look at her. She's very protective of her eggs, so we'll see what she's given us. Oh, she's given us at least 2 good eggs, hopefully 3, maybe a few more, but there you go, she's on that clutch. So she's got the fire, the Russo, and she is 50% het pied. I hope she proves out and we get those beautiful Russo Fire pieds. I'm going to just take a picture while she's on the eggs, Mandy, and we'll have a go at lifting her. Hopefully she'll behave herself. And clutch number 27. So let's just take a nice picture. Beautiful. Right, let's see whether we can lift her carefully. Place her in her bath. So let's just see if she'll allow me to come onto her. And let's see what she's got here. Just bear with me. Oh, she's given us quite a good clutch. She's a little bit nervous. And she's given us 3 eggs and lots of slugs, unfortunately. So I think we will just put her in a bath. At least we've got 3 good eggs, Mandy. Right, if we can just open, if you don't mind just opening that up for me, that would be great. So in she goes. She's going to have a bath. Look at that, she's going straight into hydration mode. I'm going to hit the lights and then we can handle those 3 good eggs. But she's given us a lot of slugs, man. That's not as good as I hoped. We'll get the candle on those. So let's see what we've got here. And hopefully they've got veins in them. So let's start with this one here. And you can see that there are veins. There's the embryo. So there's veins there. So we'll set that one up. I've got some, I do have some straws to help us. Now let's have a look at this one here. Is there any veins in that one? So I can see veins in that one. Any veins in this one? Well, this one may not have veins, so this one may be infertile. So let's have a little look. So we've got 2 with veins, and this one I think is an infertile, which is the equivalent of a slug. But I can't see any veins and I can't see any embryos in there. So I think we'll put that to one side and we'll put these other 2 on in there. So if we can put the lights back on, please, Mandy, that would be great. Right, so 2 good eggs and 1 that doesn't look particularly good. So not the best clutch in the world. So we'll take the straws. So that's a good egg. We'll put that one here. And then we'll put the other good egg next to it. Just take that paper off, man. Yeah, that's good. And then we'll have those back to back. We'll put the straws either side, like that. I think we will put that one there as a, we think it's infertile, but I'll put it in anyway, but we'll keep an eye on it. So we'll just put those in there, and I'll just put down D for dud, so I know that that may not happen, and those other two hopefully will happen as well. So that's the clutch number 27. Not the best in the world, but we've got a chance of proving out the pied and proving out the Russo pied if she does go good. So let's just put these in the incubator, and then later today I'm going to give you an update with last year's hatchlings that have moved up, Mandy. So let me just get these sealed off. Doesn't want to seal up. Some of these seals are not easy to get right. So let me just adjust this slightly. There we go. Right, we'll put those in the incubator. So clutch 27's on the ground. There we go. And we will then put these slugs with the other slugs. So it's a shame that she didn't go completely the whole way. Let's hope and pray that the 2 eggs she's given us will hit a visual pied. We'll see what happens. Right, we're just going to put that back. We'll check in there in a second. So what we've done is we've moved up space for the big girls. So if you want to come with me, Mandy, I'll show you what we've done. I'll just record what we had here. So we had 8 eggs. We had 2 good. And we had 1 possible, which I think is probably infertile. So if we say 6 slugs, so that wasn't a particularly good clutch, but hope and pray that the other 2 are going to work out okay. So we'll add that to our list of clutches. So in the next 2 days we've got a really exciting clutch that's pipping. Clutch 12 is due in 2 days, and that'll be Randy or Colt, which is the Ultramale Pied project, to Karamak. So we're hoping to hit some visual Ultramales, het for pied is what we're looking at there. And we've got 7 good eggs, so we'll see whether we hit our target, see if Colt stole the clutch. Toast at the moment, Aunt Mandy is going to give us a clutch in the next 2 or 3 days. Look how big she is. She's carrying 20 eggs. So she's on the hot spot. See how wide she is and big she is. So it'll be interesting to see how she gets on. So we'll just put that one back. And then what I've moved up is Calypso, who's now our big pastel clown girl, 100% pied girl. I've moved her into this rub. You can see that she's settled in really well. She's now got a much bigger hide, bigger water bowl. So we're going to recondition her ready for next season. And then we're going to be putting this boy to her, which is now eating. So just to let Dee know what's going on with his snake that we bought 6 months ago. This is the beautiful banana double het. Well, leopard, double, not het, he's double visual clown pied. So if I just show him to you, you'll see that we'll be putting him to her, and he is a beauty. He's absolutely gorgeous. He has nailed food, and to get him back on food we had to go through all the different choices, and in the end we assist fed him. Jared assist fed him 1 meal. He got the taste of food, and then thereafterwards he's strike feeding on frozen thawed. So he's good to go now, taking Maltese, so he's got good size on him. We're going to carry on building him, and he's got a lovely temperament and personality, and you can just see how beautiful he will be. So we're looking to produce some leopard, banana, visual double visuals, which will be clown pieds, and because she's carrying the het pied, she's the girl that he will go to, and hopefully they'll lock and do the business. So it's a big thanks to Dee for producing. As I say, we don't normally assist feed a sub-adult or an adult, but we did in this case, first time we did it, and it did unlock it, so we have to be pleased with that. So we'll put him back, and he'll be moving up to the bigger rub shortly. So as we move them up, we shall make more room for the hatchlings. We're still waiting for the LPO5s to come. Hopefully they'll come soon, so we can then build another 100 baby racks. So that's the pairing there. And then I also moved up Isa, which is our Desert Ghost Enchi girl that gave us a beautiful clutch. She's in here. She loves her new space. as they're getting bigger, they've got 50-litre rubs, which gives them more space, and you can see how happy she is. Good humidity in there. They're all starting to get reconditioned, taking meals and feeding. So that's Isa. She's moved up into the bigger rubs. And then I also moved up Zag. So Zag has given us a lovely clutch, and there she is. She is the Bamboo Het Ultramel, and she's also, we think she's Het for Exantic, because we think we may have hit an Exantic from her. So that's the plan, is to recondition her and get her up to size. And then the other one I've moved up is, let's have a little look. I've moved, look, 1, 2, 3. No, that's the 3 big girls I've moved up. So let's now move on to the boys that I've moved up from last year. So the first one I want to show you is Finn, who's our gravel clown boy. Do you want to have a look at him, Mandy, and just zoom in on him? So he's a lovely boy. He's enjoying the bigger space he's in now. He's got a big water bowl and a hide. And I'll just bring him out and show you how beautiful he is. He does like to be handled. And he's coming up for 600, 700 grams now. So he's about a year old. Look at the head stamp. You can see the gravel head stamp. And as he gets bigger, we shall breed with him in October. So we've got 4 or 5 months to build him up a little bit bigger. And then we can then shoot for the highway clown project is what we want to go for. So hit some highway clowns or some super gravel clowns is what we're planning to do. And you can see all the patterns on his body, as they can see all the fire flames coming up. And then you can see the crazy head stamp which comes with the gravel, and you can see the pixelation around the edge of the dorsal as well. And beautiful animal. So it's good to see him progressing, and hopefully he'll produce a clutch for us next season. We shall see if he goes. So that's an exciting prospect. The other boys that we've moved up are Monty and Pickle. Now Monty and Pickle came from the same clutch, so we ended up hitting 3 boys, which is just as well because we've got so many clown girls. We wanted some stud boys, but just have a look at Monty. Monty is really enjoying this new space. He is a clown boy, and we think he's carrying gravel, and he's super pastel, and he's got lesser. So we think he's the complete animal. We're going to try and prove him out, see whether he is carrying the gravel by putting him to a girl. But he is now 850 grams, and he's feeding well and enjoying his new space. So that is Monty. I think Jad's pleased about that one. This is his project. Then we've got a Het clown boy that is so beautiful. We know he's got gravel, but he's got other genes as well. Here's Pickle. So have a little look at Pickle, Mandy. You can see what's going on there. So Pickle is a stunning boy. He is a gravel, he is a pastel, he is a Het clown boy, and he's got lesser. And look at the head stamp on him, it's absolutely delicious. So again, we'll put him to one of our clown girls, see whether we can produce some more multi-combo gravel clowns. And he's weighing in at about 800 grams as well, so he's good to go. Now we've got some girls that might go later in the season. Costa is one of my favourite girls. She is Het for Ultramel, but she's carrying Mocha and she's carrying Mojave. And she is an absolute beauty. She has locked with Randy, who's our beautiful Ultramel pied boy. And she is building, so hopefully she'll go next season for us. And isn't she lovely, Mandy? She feeds well, she's always fed well. And she's got that yellow stripe down her back, which I think is indicative of the influence of the Ultramel going in. And you can see there's a little bit of yellow in the head stamp as well, so there's a bit of Het Ultramel influence and Mojave influence in there. But the Mocha is a dark gene, so if we can get Mocha into the Ultramel Pieds, I'll be interested to see how that looks. I don't think I've seen one before, but she's getting really big, so that's a good prospect going forwards. I'll show you how the boy is doing that's going to her, because this is Colt, and he is the visual Ultramel pied boy. He's doing really well. He's locked in and breeding, and he's about 900 grams now, so I think he'd be good to go for next season. We're going to put him to several girls that we're building. We've got 3 girls to put him to, at least, possibly 4. and he's shaping up to be a fine breeder for us. We do have his father, which is a backup male in case he doesn't knock, so that's going really well. And we also have put up a couple of extra hypos here. So here we've got a het hypo fire pied girl who's about 1100 grams, so she's beautiful. So we're hoping to prove her out, and we'll put the hypo boy to her. That's hopefully het for pied. Try and get some hypo pieds. Here we've got Ebony, which is more hypo. She's a visual hypo girl. We're hoping that she's 100% het for pied. Just have a look at her. She's eating well. So she's coming in about 1100 as well. So again, we can get her up to size by the next season. Is the plan there. And we've also got Mel, who's the Ultra Mel Pied project that we're building. So she might get up to size. We're trying to get her up to size, but she's got the glow of the Ultra Mel. So even though she's 66% hair, if you look carefully, look at the colours on her, I think she's got the richness of the Ultra Mel, het Ultra Mel coming through. So she's about 1200 grams. So we're going to try and build her up when we've got 5 months or so to get her ready for next season. And that's good. And we've also got Lisa, who's her sister. She's slightly smaller. Hopefully she proves out to be het Ultra Mel as well, and we can put colt to her, try and get some Ultra Mel pieds and make them available to anyone that wants to get in the project. And there she is. So she's about 1000 grams now. So she needs a bit more weight before we breed with her, but we'll give her another 5 months or so. See if we can get her up to size. So that's all looking good. And we've also got some other projects. We've got the DG Leopard DG Pied project. So we've got our DG boy that's growing well, we're going to put to this one. And Maria is a double het DG Pied. So they're up to about 1500 grams now. You can see how big they are. So they should be ready to go for October. And you've got the leopard in there. So the leopard goes into the DG Pied, is what we're planning. And they're eating well, 1500 grams, so delighted with those. And then we've also got Maria, who's putting on size. She's coming up for about 1400 grams, and she's the double het DG Pied, so we're going to be putting our visual boy to her. And then down here we've got the Binky Jester, who is a Ultra Male, double het Ultra Male clown. And again, you can see the Ultra Male in the colours, but she's coming up for 1300 grams. So she's a long thin snake at the moment, but we'll try to get her on some regular meals, see if we can get her up to size. But she's not far away, so if we can get her there by October, and our boy's ready to go, which I'll show you the boy. He's almost ready to go. And this is our second one. Now you'll notice we're going for 2 females for each pairing, because not every female goes. She's going into shed. But again, similar size, double het Ultra Male clown. And we want to prove them both out and produce some visuals. And we're going to put to those, if I show you what we've got over here, is we have got, where is it? Trying to find out where I put them. So we have got Chuckles, who is doing absolutely superb, and he loves his big rub. He's moved up as well. So Chuckles is our clown. He's 600-700 grams. He is our clown that is het for Ultra Male. People have asked whether he's carrying yellow belly. It looks like he looks like a yellow belly, but I don't think he is. I think it's the influence of the Ultra Male, and I'll check with the original breeders to see whether or not there was yellow belly in the mix. But some people have asked whether there's yellow belly going in there, but I don't think. I'm just thinking that I've got a feeling that we don't have yellow belly. And I'll check with Kelly, who's the breeder, Wild Style Exotics, or Reptiles rather, Wild Style Reptiles, see whether there is any yellow belly in their pairings. But what a stunning animal, man. Did you love the look at that one? So isn't he beautiful? So he hopefully will be ready to go in the next 5 to 6 months, but he's putting on some really good weight, and hopefully I'll lock with those 2 girls when they're ready, and we can hopefully produce some Ultra Male clowns, which will be lovely. Absolutely one of my favourite projects. So we'll put him back, and I'll just see if there's any other snakes I've upgraded to bigger rubs. So obviously as you go through the cycle and raise these animals up, there's some really exciting projects coming forward, and we're really looking forward to it. So the other girl that could give us, I mean, I must show you this because Pistachio was a little bit of a picky eater, but she's been building really heavily. She's the ancient clown girl, and her follicles were 31mm last month, and we haven't actually checked her follicles lately, but Jared was commenting and she spilt her water everywhere, so she is a little bit there's too much humidity going on here, but then she's going into a shed. But just look at the size of her, Mandy. She's getting big, so she's building follicles, and she could be getting ready to lay. That could be her pre-lay shed coming, so we're going to keep an eye on her and see whether we get a lovely clutch. We put to her 2 boys. I think it was Skip was the first boy, so we're looking for some Enchy gravel clowns with pastel in, which will be lovely. Or we also put a lock came from Bellissimo, who's the orange dream yellow belly leopard 100% het for clown, and I think he's a pastel as well. So whichever boy takes her, if she does go, we'll produce some amazing animals. But we have been hitting some lovely clowns this year so far, and there's more to come. And I wanted to show you what I've done with the babies, because we've set up some further hatchling racks. We're maxing out on our hatchling racks at the moment. So let me just show you what I've done over here, Mandy. So here we have clutches number 4 and 5 we've shed out, and we've set them up in one of Jared's original baby hatchling racks. And I'll just pull out a few snakes so I can show you what we've got going on here. So clutch number 5, if I just get the card just to remind myself what's going on. So 5 means clutch number 5. We haven't sexed them or labelled them, but they are ready for their first meal. So when Jared gets back, we're going to feed them some rat pups. So Mango and Skip were together. So this is the pastel lesser gravel clown project. So let's show you what we've got. So in here you've got a shed out animal. I think I'll bring them into the light. So we have a look and show you how beautiful this animal is. So that's just shed out, and I think that this is absolutely stunning, and it could well be a gravel clown, but it's carrying 2 versions of the pastel. So it's a killer clown, we think it could be a gravel clown, and we believe it's got lesser as well, because you can see the markings on its back. So beautiful, beautiful animal, and it's got that lovely beautiful eye and a lovely, lovely snake. Right, so that's a lovely clown that we've got there, and we've also got some other clowns from that clutch. Let's just have a wee look and see what we've got here. Here we've got another clown. I'll bring them out in 2s, I think would be easy if I bring them out in 2s. So here we've got some more pastel clowns, and again they could be carrying gravel, and you can see these 2 are pretty similar. They've all got slightly different pattern variations, but aren't they lovely, Mandy, out of shed? Beautiful little animals. And there we go, if I show you the patterns on them. Are they lovely? On that one. And I'll get the others out as well. So we've got we've got 2 more clowns from that clutch. So we hit the odds on the clown clutches. Now you can see these are slightly different. So this one is pretty much certain that one is a gravel clown, a gravel lesser clown. Isn't it beautiful? You see the love heart on it? And this one I think is also a gravel clown, but it's carrying pastel and lesser as well. So a special looking one, but I think it's carrying gravel because you can see by the drips coming down the side and the flames coming up. So this is why I think this one is carrying gravel and this one is carrying gravel. That one doesn't have the pastel in it, that's without pastel. This one I think could have 1 or 2 doses of pastel. Looking at the white head, probably a killer gravel possibly a lesser clown as well, but amazing. Look at the patterns on that Maddie. Look at the white drips going all the way down to the belly. That's why I think the gravel's in there. And if you look at the grey etching around the dorsal, that is also indicative of gravel, plus also the head stamp. You can see the head stamp is different to a pastel head stamp. It's got a little bit more of a curvature to it. So I think this is a beautiful animal. So we'll just put that one back. They're settling into their new homes quite nicely. This one I think is my favourite really. Sometimes less is more. Just by taking out a dose of pastel, I think you get the full beauty of a gravel clown in there. And can you just see the little holes in the dorsal here? Isn't it beautiful? It's almost like a chaining effect going down its back. Yeah, I think they're getting ready to eat. This one wants to come and play. But I think these are some of my favourite clowns that we've hit. Jared will be pleased when he comes back from a holiday to see them out of shed. But they're all setting up lovely. So they're the 5 clowns from that clutch. We do have some hets, and some of these will be available. So if you're interested in getting into the project, feel free to hit us up on Instagram or Facebook. And how much time have we got left on the camera, man?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. So we'll just wrap up with one more clutch. We'll just put these ones back. Put these 2 ones back. So they like their little space there. And we've got some more clowns to show you. So let me see if I can show you what we've got here. So clutch 4 has got a beautiful inchy clown. I'll bring it to the table so you can have a look at this little baby here. And that's an inchy clown. So clutch 4 was Bellissimo to Bubbles, so there may be Orange Dream and Yellow Belly in there as well. So actually that's, sorry, it's not an inchy clown, that's an Orange Dream or a Yellow Belly clown there. Feel the heat signature. Yeah. Beautiful little animal. And then we've also got the clutch number 6. One of these. We've got beautiful animal here. See if you can guess what's in the genetics here. Shed out. It's leopard for sure. The clutch number 6 was a Suzuki, which has got vanilla het clown to Hercules, pastel lesser Leo Enchi clown. So I think we haven't hit a visual clown, but we've got there a very, very pretty animal here. And so I think that's got leopard. I think it's possibly got pastel. It's got lesser. Don't think it's got inchy in it, but a lovely animal there as well. So I think that's about all for now, Mandy. So I'd like to thank everyone for all your love and support. Thank you, Mandy, for being our camera lady. We got up early this morning, got some exciting things happening this weekend, so trying to get all our work done early so we can prepare for the weekend. I hope everyone has a lovely end to their week and a great weekend. Thank you for your love and support. I will be giving a shout out to a father and son team that have recently connected with me. They've got some amazing animals, and they're going to come down and visit the facility. And it's Mark and Callum, and I'll give you a proper introduction another time and a big shout out. But thank you for all your love and support, and we shall see you next time. Bye bye for now.